Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Ian.is Weirdo or Ian.is Weird. Welcome to the 5th day of every day in May. And today we're going to talk about yarn art, weaving, all of these beautiful things from other cultures. I had a good time looking into this, but I also was like, there's so much I'm missing. I know, I just didn't quite know the words to search for. So I was hoping that you all could bring some ideas to me as to things I miss, because there's no way I'm going to catch everything. And I just wanted to show these off. I hope everyone's doing well. I'll wait a second before I dive right in. But if I look really tired, it's because I am really tired. My sleep has been really, really bad lately. Really, really, really bad. So, I mean, granted, it's been worse, previously, but it's still not great right now. So, just working on trying to get it better, which hasn't been really going for me, but it is what it is. Part of what inspired this is, two things really inspired this. One, it is the 5th of May, which I know there are people out there celebrating Cinco de Mayo, and there are people celebrating this Cinco de Mayo, like less than respectfully, I guess that's the best way I want to put it. So I just wanted to focus on how all different cultures have contributed, pretty much all different cultures have contributed something to the yarn, fiber art, weaving community. And so some of these are going to be a little bit more like showing you different types of things that you can make. And other things are going to be just showing you people in other cultures crocheting or things like that. I'd kind of focus on crocheting, but if there wasn't crocheting, then I would kind of see what else is going on, because maybe that isn't their kind of main thing to do. And then also someone could be from that place, crochet, but doesn't necessarily mean it's like a cultural, like of cultural importance. You know what I mean? I don't know how I want to say that, but I'm going to try to keep from putting my foot in my mouth because it loves going there. Foot in my mouth just goes there because I'll just, I have good intentions and don't form words right. Being tired isn't going to help that. So, but my overall goal, and the overall feeling that I had going through this is finding finding artwork and with yarn, with weaving, that really made me feel connected to the world around me. Really made me feel like, I don't know, it had this this really amazing thing. So the so I'm going to I did put up a Google Doc. Oh shit, I have to do that again, don't I? Okay, close this. And then so I gotta share this. Oh, okay. I didn't mean to put my personal email on there, but whatever. It happens. I have too many emails and things. Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna pin this link, so if you want to go to it at any time, see the things that I saw, you can have that at your disposal. There is so there's a lot of links on all different types of things. So if you want to know what I'm talking about, I think I got the history channel link that I'm going to show you, but if I didn't, I will try to add that. So, and let me drop some of my just personal links just while we're here. Okay, so let's do this. So I have an Etsy, I have 2 YouTube channels. So if you wanted to check either of those out, because you're probably watching on one and not both, you're welcome to. And then I also have an Instagram, which I feel like I am occasionally consistent with, but not as much right now. But one day. So yeah, so those are all there if anybody wants to check them out. So first, I on my fiber arts from other cultures. The first thing, okay, so this is actually on my the screen that I'm looking at. So let's just share screen. Okay, so I gotta let the screen in. Sorry, I'm still getting used to this. It's very weird for me. Okay, so the first thing on my list is this Cinco de Mayo article, and there's a bunch of information out there on Cinco de Mayo, why it's celebrated. You have these beautiful ribbon dresses, which are just so gorgeous, very vibrant. So a lot of people think that Cinco de Mayo, on the 5th of May, is Mexican Independence Day. It is not. It is significant and celebrated as a holiday that Mexican forces won over French forces at the Battle of Puebla. So Puebla. I'm sorry, my mouth is not forming words. Um, so so it does say in the United States, Cinco de Mayo has evolved into a commemoration of Mexican culture and heritage, particularly in large Mexican American populations. So it's not the biggest deal in Mexico, or apparently, because I mean it's just the winning of a battle, so it's like recognized, but it's not as big as we've made it here in the States. But a lot of Mexican Americans do celebrate it. Okay. So now that I have that, I do have I have let's see, 1, 2, 3. So I have 3 links on the Google Doc that I shared, and those are sorry, I keep clicking on things. My brain's just not on right now. I apologize. I'm trying to get through this quickly so I can't mess things up. But I am going to talk through all the tabs that I pulled up, and we're going to all the links will be available on the sorry, words on the Word document that I shared. Okay, so we have the history of knitting, the history of crocheting, and what else? We have the history of spinning wool. So all of those things, obviously very important to us as crocheters and knitters, but very cool just to hear about how things evolved and things like that. So let's look at some work. So I feel like my stuff got out of order. Oh wait, no. Okay, I'm really sorry. I don't know why some of these are pictures and patterns and some of them are not. It looks like maybe the ones up at the, like, above the links to photos and patterns were, sorry, my brain's melting. I didn't pull pictures for this, which I don't fucking understand. Okay, so this is the art of Tuvalu crochet. And so there are a ton of pictures of beautiful crochet work that looks very unique and is just really, really stunning. So this is one of the key art forms practiced by Tuvalu women in the Aotearoa in Aotearoa, New Zealand. You're going to hear me murder just about everything I try to say. But this crochet is so cool. It borderline looks like tiny, tiny, tiny granny squares, but it's not. It's really, really interesting looking. The patterns, the geometric patterns that are created are just really, really wonderful. You can see just how beautiful it can look. And it looks very like tightly crocheted. So that there's not any like sheerness. It's not like a granny that has a lot of holes in it generally. But then there's things like this. I mean, this is so beautiful, really gorgeous, as is this. Really, it's all beautiful. The ends of pants to make them more detailed, just really beautiful. So a lot of great pictures here for this exhibition on the coconut. So this is an Indian crochet group that broke a record with a huge display of almost 59,000 sculptures. And so there is a group called Mother India's Crochet Queens. And so it's the largest display of crochet sculptures. Again, maybe this isn't traditional Indian crochet, but I just thought it was. Okay, I can't find the picture's not popping. Okay, there are pictures there, I promise. Okay, here's a video, and you can see that all of these are crocheted displays by this Indian group, and it's insane. It's so cool. It's just very crochet is everywhere, and fiber arts are everywhere. Yeah, I'm just always like, this is so cool. So I just put cute clothing because I kind of had a little bit of trouble doing country of origin for this, and I didn't know, even if country of origin was in play, I wouldn't know if if that would mean that this is like culturally like a pattern that was, but I just thought it was really cool. And it's described as cultural. I think it's just because it's in the name of the designs, but I thought it was very cool. I thought there were a lot of really beautiful pieces in here. So whether or not I mean, it's cultural significance to someone, right? Where as to where that is, no idea. So the next is Panamanian, or from Panama, crochet and weaving. And so, I mean, first of all, like what immediately caught my eye, this is not crochet work, I don't believe. It looks like beads, probably beads, but it's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful beadwork. I don't know if I've ever seen something quite like that. Just gorgeous. And then we have some weaving and crochet. It's just very, very stunning. And the whole ensemble gives just a lot of life, and just it's really beautiful. I'm gonna just say that a million times. It's really beautiful because it is. Now the next is called Africa in Bead Crochet. So I feel like it's a crochet tube where they had beads and they crocheted it like that. instead of just a bead weaving tube, because the name leads me to believe that it's crochet, but it is. Wow. I mean, those are incredible, incredible work. Um, uh, Online bead crochet workshop, African stripes. Um, Love letter. So it's yeah, it's very, very stunning and gorgeous. I was trying to figure out how some of these were made, and then I was like, my brain is hurting. So next is, so this has all different types of projects for Chinese New Year. Um, so celebrating a holiday, I mean, these are incredible. They are, like the color work is just insane. Just a red, I don't want to say just a red wrap, but like a red wrap. I think this is more to celebrate Chinese New Year. It was hard to necessarily find like things of Chinese cultural significance that, have to do with crochet. So it's like we're doing our best here. But like I said, if you know more, this is an opportunity for you to help me because I'm just trying to find cool things. Um, so next we have a Mexican tapestry, and you can't tell me that this is not one of the most gorgeous things you've ever seen in your life. It's so cool. I mean, everything is so crisp. It looks like a painting. It is so good. I love it. I love it, love it, love it so much. And so now this is Chinese Goa lace and crochet embroidery. So you can see just how tremendously detailed it is. This really caught my eye as just something that was so like regal and beautiful. And when we look at lace, we'll start to see a lot of common motifs and stuff that happened all around the world, whether at different times or at the same time. And so I think it's interesting to see lace from around the world and see how it could influence, different things. We'll sit. Okay. So the next is sugar skulls, and I do not know if the person who made these, so it's by someone on Etsy, so I don't know if the person who made these is of Mexican heritage, but I thought that these were very beautiful. I think that Cinco de Mayo is, and it's not Cinco de Mayo, sorry, Day of the Dead or Dia de los Muertos is obviously a big holiday that is celebrated in certain parts of Mexico. And, I think that the message that a lot of people interpret about this holiday is that it's just like that, but it's really a time to honor family members that have passed, and it's just a beautiful holiday with such vibrant colors and such a beautiful history, and I think a beautiful point to be made that there are, um, it helps us get through grief and get through people passing when we think that we can join them and have them with us at least once a year. So I love that. Now, when I found this, I was like, this is like 70s Americana, like magazine of like food in the 70s. And I just thought that was really funny, but then I looked at the website, it's actually Australian. So it looks like we were all doing similar things. Maybe they're still doing this, I'm not sure. I mean, I think some people do this, but there are lots of food designs and just really creative approaches. There's a lobster. I mean, that is insane. It's so cool. I would highly recommend looking at this work. It's so cool. Okay, so next we have This is, there are so many different Russian crochet styles, but this to me was so, and like, I just couldn't take my eyes off of it. It has something so magnetic about it. But there's a lot of like old Russian crochet magazines and patterns and things like that that I looked through, but this one really caught my eye, and I was like, wow, that's amazing. And the colors and the patterns and the textures, everything is just so interesting. It doesn't, my eye can't focus on one point, which I love. So here are some Russian crochet motifs, and you can see that, you know, I think everyone kind of spin on certain crochet motifs, but this is really, really interesting to me, the way the colors change and the brightness of the colors, and just really interesting. So I really found this very fun to look at. So the next are Persian tiles, and I didn't put African flowers in here because I don't know if they're from Africa, but I found a lot of these and was hoping they're from Persia. So I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry if I did anybody wrong. I tried so hard. But this is a Persian tile crochet style. It's just beautiful. It's just the color, the shape, the designs, everything is just incredible. I do have a Persian tile blanket later on in here. And then next is traditional Irish crochet. This one, this really beautiful like lace. There was a lot of lace work when it came to this. I mean, there are some things that just are just stunning, and I've never quite seen anything like this. Was crazy. This dress, I mean, all of it really, really beautiful. Like I said, with lace, we start to see in all crochet, we start to see a lot of patterns emerge throughout the world. But I mean, it's so fun, and this really helped me feel connected to the world around us, because, you know, everybody's doing stuff with crochet or doing stuff with crafts, and it's just really nice to see. So let's see. Here's more Irish lace work. Might be the same one. No, okay. No, okay, that's gone. Okay. So here are some Celtic knot works. I mean, you can apply them in so many different ways. You can have pot holders, you can have them in granny squares, you can have them in bags. They can get very detailed. And the Celtic knot, you know, does has its cultural significance, but also like it's this, you know, like a nautical design, and that is true as well, you know, where it's been adopted from sailors throughout history. So very interesting, very cool to look at, and patterns and options. So this was an Etsy item. It's not for sale, but this is tartan made with made with crochet. This is far better, but similar in a way to what I was going to try to make um, with my own kilt pattern that I was making. So, so yes, this is so how I like was thinking about making it. I would love to see someone's pattern here. I was taught to make it was net basically, and then with this, they changed their colors too. So they went to black, and then they went to blue, you know, and they changed a bunch of different colors, and then they wove in strands throughout the blue here, and they wove in red here, white here, things like that. So you can actually weave your own things with crochet. It does make it very dense, which is good for hiding things that, you know, if you're making it, you want to have some coverage. But a blanket, it would be very warm and very beautiful. So you can see the single crochet border there. Okay, so next we have some Italian lace work. We have 2 images of Italian lace work. For me, while this particular motif is not something that's to me, I think that having tablecloths with our a lot of cultures, and so just something about it just warmed my heart because the ones that I got from my like passed down from like my grandma who was like Polish and Slovak, um, they look different, but it's just like that idea is really nostalgic for me. And then here are some Italian crochet motifs. This person posted a whole thing on different Italian crochet. Um, oh my gosh, are you serious? It literally worked before, but okay, whatever. Oh wait, this is ideas I might love. Where is the stuff that I was looking? Okay, I just had to scroll down. Okay, so who knows? This is actually Italian crochet, but like being like this is like literally in Italian, so I think that helps. At least someone Italian posted it. But what I really was like, oh my gosh, is this work right here? I couldn't believe it. So whether or not it's just someone from Italy, or it's like an Italian traditional motif and work, it's still stunning. I mean, whether it's modern or whether it has like this huge cultural significance, doesn't matter if it still creates beautiful things and it had to come from somewhere. So um, I just like to think that like all the crochet that we've had in the past kind of comes to the present. So next, so it says it's crocheted, but there are beads in it. And so this is a Cameroon prestige. So I can see the crochet work here if I really, really look. It's very thin thread. And then there's beadwork all up on the top, which is just really stunning. So they probably did it with maybe a crocheted top and then did beadwork over it. So it's from the Famalik people of Cameroon, crocheted cotton. It's very beautiful, very unique style, and it's really, really very cool. Um, so this is just a picture called Knitting in Africa, and this picture really hit home for me. Like I've been trying to say like time and time again, like crochet, knitting, yarn work, like fiber arts, weaving, like those are not unique to any one culture. They're all over the planet. And so to see just you have these like really gorgeous, just these clear pictures of people crocheting and knitting and doing fiber arts all over the world really just connects us all together. I feel like really makes me feel something special inside, because it's important to feel like you're part of something bigger. You don't have to, but it helps. So are some African woven baskets. They are gorgeous. A lot of them will not be in yarn. Some of them are done with cotton, but not. Um, but I mean, the patterns, the artistry that goes into it, insane, insane. And this is handmade African crafts, and it's also interesting to see the combination of crafts, crochet, beadwork, all of that stuff that we've seen in other things. And so I just couldn't ignore this picture. It's just really gorgeous. The patterns that we typically see, and just the vibrancy of the colors always gets me. So this is a Persian tile blanket. It is so stunning. It is so beautiful. And it really just has this of something that I just don't think I see a lot these days, and which is sad because it's really just a beautiful, beautiful tile that is made, and then there's a square tile that goes in between all of the. Let's see, this have 8 sides, so it's an octagon. Um, And I mean, they're so cool. The color combinations, like, it seems like almost no color combination does not work. It's insane. Either someone's very good at matching colors, or these just make all colors work. I'm not quite sure. Um, but I saw that and I was like, ooh, gimme, 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 gimme. Okay, so we are nearing the end. Okay, so first is a head wrap. There are multiple ways that a head wrap can be made and used by people who have locks, or this is, I think they called it like a Rasta, it's got a Rasta stripe, okay. But a crochet scarf for hair, I mean, makes perfect sense to me, right? I would only worry about it damaging hair if it was like an acrylic. But if you use a natural fiber, or if you line things with silk, I could see this being extra, like, good for the hair. But, obviously you do you. I mean, this looks incredible. So how am I going to say anything about it? But if you have a lot of hair, this hair wrap is just absolutely stunning. And then next, so, wait, here's another hair wrap. Oh my gosh. So this one, so good. Um, sorry, let me put this on here. Okay, I guess I only put the other one on there. Okay, I skipped one. Okay, I was like, because I thought I put, okay, both head wraps are on there. This one, so cool. The colors are just everything to me. It's like there's like some kind of ring there, and then it's just so stunning. Okay, so the next one, I had a hard time finding a picture of one that was hand knit or hand crocheted, but on AliExpress, there's this, it doesn't look knit, it looks crocheted. There's a crocheted kind of turban style beanie, although definitely could be used as alternatives for turbans for those people who do wear certain types of headscarves, and or just anyone who wants to wear a headscarf. And so I like that this one had pearls on it. It's on AliExpress, so you know that it probably was not made into the best conditions, but I did like the idea of it, and for some reason, I just could not find a picture that was not directing me to this website, so sorry. So these are Southwestern, like American style not bracelets, blankets, and these are for Southwest style Afghans and Navajo blankets. And so they're all just really, really stunning, with different people making the patterns. These pattern designs are alive and well in the Southwest, and they are just, I mean, it's really, I mean, you can see some of the most beautiful, intricate designs that I think I've ever seen here, and it's just really, really interesting, really, really cool. So, oh, and this one is a free, the Southwest Stripe crochet pattern is available as a free PDF download from your inspirations, and then it tells you how to make it. So that's pretty cool. And then just other things, and some of these, are made honoring, the Southwest, and the different styles they made, but you can also look to some indigenous crochet designers that offer different types of things. This just is a bunch of different styles. So the next is, did I post the same thing twice? I posted the same thing twice. Okay. This is Aztec tapestry, and it is so beautiful. It looks like a poncho, kind of see the hand stitching, very even for hand stitching. If it was me, it would not be that way, but it's incredible. It's so beautiful. If we see the way that fabric and fiber arts and all these things, it's just really, really incredible, and how they're use how old ideas and old visuals and old cultural concepts are pulled into more modern displays of art. I mean, it's just really stunning. So I would be remiss if I didn't. I mean, I even love just the depths of like skin color and just how it will. And this next one, I'm obsessed with this face. I I, I can't help it. I'm obsessed with this person's beauty. So sorry about that. I'm not sorry. But this is a crochet piece, and it wait, it's not. Sorry, it's a tapestry piece. And it's, I mean, the vibrancy. It's just everything just does it for me. This is such a beautiful piece. Looks like a nice full length triangle show, but then it's got these additional components that are just so beautiful. And then last but not least, oh my gosh, no, what happened? Okay. I'm gonna close some stuff so that I can open the last one. Okay, sorry. So this is Mexican tapestry, and if you know me, you know I have a special connection with scorpions, but looking at this is just incredible. I love the scorpion motif that they use, and just seeing how it's woven is just really, really stunning to me, and I'm obsessed with it. So, stop my sharing. Okay, so the whole reason I did this is because I want to. Well, I started with the intention of like, let's honor different cultures and their heritage and how they have incorporated crochet and yarn arts into the world, and then it kind of changed slightly into being just this like huge appreciation post for all of the beautiful gifts we're given from all other people who create all around the world, and how we can see those things and appreciate how it got us to where we are now in yarn arts, crochet, creative works in general. It's really just, it inspires me, and it also helps me feel connected to people all over the world doing the exact same thing I am. I don't know if you felt that way after watching this, but I hope you have a very happy day. Happy Cinco de Mayo if you do celebrate. If you are imbibing today, please be safe. Don't use it as an excuse to go off the rails. Please take care of yourself first, and be mindful of people around you who might not be as mindful to that. So I love you very much, and I hope